Zuma still remains one of the highest paid leaders in the world, higher than many prime ministers in European countries and his counterparts in the BRICS nations. One survey has him ranked 6th, which has led to one of the world's biggest gaps between rich and poor.
The inequalities will never be dealt with unless we begin to really put some caps or reduce salaries from the CEOs, government ministers, deputy ministers, so that at least they come closer to the level of the people.
There can definitely be cuts made, and maybe some MPs and also maybe Jacob Zuma himself can take a pay cut like the Kenyan government has, and that money again can be spent much better and can also be managed much better.
Public pressure could well be brought to bear based on the latest economic data released in the country.
South Africa is in a technical recession, and the people who are already feeling the squeeze of the recession are the ordinary workers and the poor. So it's a matter that people must look at positively and favorably to accommodate those who are at the lowest end.
Those savings in Kenya can and probably will be used elsewhere, something South Africa could seriously consider, analysts say.
We think that this is the way that most countries should go. The wage bill is just much too big, and what they're proposing looks like it could save the government a lot of money, and it's money that can actually be spent elsewhere. For example, education, roads, hospitals and that sort of thing.
While it remains to be seen if Kenya does enforce that salary cut, it's a good lesson for South Africa. What remains to be seen is whether the South African government will also take a salary cut or not. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.